Good afternoon, Professor and classmates. We decided to make our assignment about Cooperativa Los Pinos. This Costa Rican company produces dairy, drinks, and sweets. Its production is sold in Central America and the Caribbean. We chose this company for the work and interviewed one of its workers in order to obtain true information about the business. The company's history starts with its foundation in 1947. It was named Cooperativa Productores de Leche Los Pinos, RL, and they began by selling milk. In 1951, they started their own bottling and pasteurization plant. This milk would last longer and was sold in glass containers. After that, in 1953, they began commercializing different products such as ice cream, cheese, and others. During the 60s, the company started building new plants and also started the construction of milk reception in San Carlos. Los Pinos started implementing Tetra Pak packaging in 1985. To begin the decade, the company started the construction of Proyecto El Coyol. This would be the most modern industrial dairy complex in Central America and the Caribbean. In 2005, they started exporting to other countries such as Nicaragua and Guatemala. At last, one of the latest things the company has made was buying Gallito and also opening ice cream shops named Legislación. These are some of the company's logos. To start with, we have the two pines that stands for its name, Los Pinos. Also, they have a cow named Bacalula. And at last, they have the logo for the ice cream shop La Estación. The company's mission is to create value, well-being, and health for our associates, collaborators, and clients with sustainable practices contributing to their social and economic development. Their vision is to be the leading company in the region which provides well-being and health through a diverse portfolio of high quality with sustainable and efficient practices, maintaining financial stability for the benefit of associates and collaborators. Some of the operative locations of the company are the most important one, Planta El Coyol, then Planta Ciudad Quesada, Planta Alimentos Balanceados, la Planta de Bebidas, la Planta Industrial Gallito, the branch offices for auto services, and at last the milk gathering points. The milk gathering consists of people who have dairy farms and are associated to Los Pinos to be able to deliver the milk to the company, aiming to obtain monetary gains. However, in order to carry out this process, the partners must have certain obligations that are stipulated in a regulation, so that the collected milk has a good quality and fulfills all the standards requested by the business. How does it work? Well, it has regulations for milk receipt. It includes all the rules for the partners must comply with. The following ruling will regulate the conditions under which the Cooperativa de Productores de Leche Los Pinos, RL, will receive the milk sent to its associates to the processing plant. And now we have the most important chapters and articles. In chapter number 2, we are going to talk about producers and their obligations. In article number 5, the milk manufacturer associated with the cooperative is obligated to vouch for the personnel, the installations, adjacent corrals, milking equipment, and cooling equipment, so they functions with the best and most rigorous hygiene practices. Chapter number 4 talks about rejections and suspensions. When the milk reaches Grad.09 or inhibitors presence is detected, bacterial, pesticides, or any other adulterant or contaminating substance, the receiving process will be suspended until the laboratory confirms improvement in the quality of the absence of those previously mentioned substances. In chapter number 5, it talks about price and payment system. The price of the milk will be fixed by the Administration's Council. Chapter 6 talks about the collections of milk and the obligations of the associates with the service. The driver of the recollecting tank must taste the milk, and he is the only authorized in the farm to decide whether the milk is recollected or not. For that, he will follow a series of criteria. Chapter 7 talks about cooling tanks and their conditions. The measurement to determine the amount of kilograms of the milk will be taken uniquely by the recollecting truck driver, and it will have officially character for the cooperative. The driver will issue a ticket in which he will take note of all the important data. Measures taken due to the pandemic. Cooperativa Los Pinos has created a series of campaigns with both marketing and social strategies. In the first place, they have shown solidarity with their consumers by freezing the prices of their products that are part of Productores de Bienestar. Among them are milk, drinks, Fortilac, yogurt, cheese, milk cream, and powdered milk. These dairy products come in different presentations and are a natural source of calcium. They are also fortified with vitamins and minerals and are made from 100% cow's milk. In addition, the usual nutrient fortification of their products was increased to support the immune system. In administrative matters, work from home was implemented, a crisis commission was formed, and various protocols were developed. As preventive actions, the following aspects were implemented. Development of an information campaign. They deliver hygiene equipment for the most exposed employees. All the people who enter the work centers take their temperature, and there are medical offices. Elaboration of a protocol of attention to the farms of the associated producers. The eating spaces were expanded with outdoors locations, and special tubes for hand washing were placed in the trucks. As solidarity actions, donations were given to hospitals, public institutions, organizations, and communities with people in conditions of economic vulnerability. They also helped the collaborators through various measures, such as the uninterrupted passage of milk, the facilitation of credit to associates through Banca para el Desarrollo, technical assistance to reduce expenses, and the facilitation of services to place orders through digital tools. In addition, Los Pinos created the Unidos program, which is an exclusive program in which markets, suppliers, bakeries participate with promotions, training, information, contests, and prizes to increase the sales of traditional markets and the benefits of the consumers. It will also provide advice and prevention protocols about health and nutrition. They also created Entretenidos en Casa, a program that offers various activities aimed for children and adults with recipes, pets, games with Lula, and family challenges.
Recommendations. A. Los Pinos should focus on its cost structure and consumer prices since the free trade agreement opening up strong international contender such as Lala. In addition to a rival of contender. The indirect ones are all these alternative lines that they offer dairy products based on almonds, among others for alimentary chains or metabolisms according to age. B. You must continue with your plans to provide training and information and communication technologies to milk suppliers such as suppliers of the supers and others who can help themselves and provide alternative purchase system in the Costa Rican post-COVID-19 market. C. Dos Pinos innovate the gallito line plan action products of the paste and the incorporation of new flours, as they can serve it as basis for continue to expand the ice cream line. D. The milk that cannot be collected due to logistics problems and not due to milk health problems. The national policy as an egg farms is that it should be thrown away and waste due to market price rules. The company as a humanitarian act and for a good image of a company for human rights. This milk should be donated to families in the area who have limited resources. Conclusions. Those Pinos subsistence strategies indicate that the key to surviving economic crisis is the focus on needs of the final consumer. 2. A profit maximum strategy should not be established since in the many cases there are aiming at freezing prices. But this is a serious mistake because a company without consumers, the corporation of information and communication technologies, leads us to the implementation that companies that are left behind and are not linked to new technologies are going into decline. 3. Demand is not constant, and consumers have loyalty to the brand only in the case their economy is not affected. In case of economic crisis, they will look for products that help them survive. 4. The COVID-19 pandemic showed us that incorporation of business with these technologies can make us more efficient in the distribution of resources and help products to be more competitive.